After Jesus rose from the dead, a band of 12 ordinary men, fishermen, tax collectors, zealots, carried a message that would reshape the world. Before Jesus ascended into heaven, he gave a commission. You will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. It was both a promise and a prophecy. They would witness and they would suffer. Pentecost. A rushing wind filled the room. Tongues of fire descended. The Holy Spirit empowered them to speak boldly. Peter, once a denier, preached with authority. Over 3,000 believed that day. Stephen's martyrdom, the first Christian martyr. His death by stoning was the spark of persecution, causing believers to scatter. But in scattering, the word spread. The gospel advances. Despite fear, the apostles did not retreat. They traveled by land and sea, carrying the message of Christ through deserts, markets, and imperial strongholds. Peter, from Jerusalem to Antioch to Rome, imprisoned under Nero. He asked to be crucified upside down, not worthy to die like his Lord. His body twisted by gravity, lungs collapsing under pressure. And still, his lips spoke praise. James preached boldly in Jerusalem, beheaded by Herod Agrippa. Tradition says his Roman guard was so moved by James' courage, he declared faith and was beheaded alongside him. John, the only apostle to die of natural causes, but not without suffering, survived being boiled in oil, exiled to Patmos. He saw visions of heaven and wrote the Revelation. Andrew took the gospel to the Black Sea region in Greece, crucified on an X-shaped cross, tied, not nailed, to prolong agony. For 2 days he hung there, preaching to onlookers as his body failed. Thomas traveled as far as India, killed by a spear while in prayer. His once doubting heart now fully convinced of Christ's lordship. Philip preached in Hierapolis, Turkey, converted a Roman proconsul's wife, crucified upside down after being tortured, spoke blessings until he passed. Bartholomew evangelized in Armenia and parts of India, flayed alive, his skin stripped while conscious, then beheaded. His endurance left witnesses awestruck. Matthew wrote the Gospel of Matthew, ministered in Ethiopia and possibly Persia, killed during a communion service, stabbed in the back while leading worship. James the Less, called James the Less, pushed from the temple's pinnacle, survived the fall, clubbed to death as he prayed for his attackers. Thaddeus traveled with Simon to Syria and Persia, clubbed to death or pierced with arrows during a regional revolt against Christianity. Simon the Zealot, a former political revolutionary, evangelized in Persia and possibly Britain, martyred either by crucifixion or being sawn in half. Matthias, chosen to replace Judas, preached in Cappadocia and the Caspian Sea region, stoned and then beheaded while preaching. Paul, not one of the 12, but called by Christ directly, imprisoned, beaten with rods, whipped, stoned, shipwrecked, beheaded in Rome. His letters still form the backbone of Christian theology today. These men didn't suffer for vague ideals or religious hype. They died for what they had seen, heard, and touched, the resurrected Christ. Their lives became sermons. Their deaths sealed their testimonies. Now take a moment to see just how far these men went. Their witness ignited a global revolution. Their feet, dusty from the road. Their mouths, bold with truth. Their blood, the seed of the church. They could have gone back to fishing, back to safety, but they chose the hard road. The road of fire, chains, and death. They chose Christ. Which apostle's story impacts you the most, and why? Drop it in the comments below. What about us? What are we willing to sacrifice for the gospel? Will we be faithful in comfort when they were faithful in chains? The apostles are gone, but the call remains. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more deep biblical content. Coming soon. What really happened in the book of Acts? Until then, stand firm, stay grounded, and never stop proclaiming the gospel.